Here we can see this is the skeleton of bat. Although we all know that this is a mammal, so maximum bones are similar to the mammals, but because of flying habit and they are hanging in the trees, as we can see. So some bones are highly modified in case of bat, as we can say. This is the metacarpals and phalanges are highly elongated, and this radius, and also we can see in the hind limb also, tibia, fibula and phalanges are highly elongated, and some extra bones are also we can see in case of skeleton of bat. So extra bone are called ulna sesamoid, that is in upper arm, equivalent to the patella, as in this place it is found, and 7 cervical vertebrae are found similar to other animal. In the thoracic region, the thoracic vertebrae are 11 in number, and the lumbar vertebrae are 4 in number, that is abdominal, and caudal vertebrae in this region, they are found 0 to 10 in number depending upon the species. So the bones of the ilium, ischium and pubis, as we can see, they are highly fused, more fused compared to other mammals in case of bat. And in some species, last cervical vertebrae and first thoracic vertebrae are fused here. And nectar feeding bats, that is having a long skull, the skull is long, but the insectivora bat, the short blunt skull is found. Here we can see this is a short and blunt type of skull is visible. So, and next point is about the metacarpals and phalanges are highly enlarged. As we can see, the first one is highly enlarged, and some bones are missing, but maximum bones are articulated in this skeleton, and the ulna is highly reduced as it is not very clearly visible, and hind limbs are rotates at 180 degree, and when the bats walk on the ground, it knees stick up in the air. So these are the very specific points, and after that we can see the hind limb lower section composed of entirely of the tibia, as is it visible here, and the fibula is vestigial like ulna in the forelimb, and the whole limbs can rotate through a wide angle, allowing a hanging bat and it's to swell or rotate its body through the complete circle. And the toes we can see in the hind limb have a strong and laterally is compressed claw. These are the laterally compressed claw, and an automatic locking system involving a tendon is found in the hind limb distal region that passes through a sheath of cartilaginous ring, attaches to the phalanges which constrains its movement, which is found here. And this tendon is so called, that is bat's own weight that keeps it taut. So we can see that when the animals and this animals are hanging in the tree, that kind of tendons are helpful. And in the skull we can see these all the bones. This is occipital, this is forming this orbital orbit of the eye. This is the scapula, and scapula is here we can see in this region. This is the mandible, and the teeth are highly developed. We can see here the teeth are visible, the sockets are visible in this position. So some teeth are at the time of when we are burying this animal, some teeth are lost. So we can see the nasal bone and maxilla are developed. So these kind of structures are visible. Clavicle is visible clearly, and we can see scapula is in the form of leaf-like structure, humerus. Then we can see in the this femur. All the bones are there, but the modification is metacarpals and phalanges are highly elongated, and claw we can see highly modified and sharp, so that they can act as a predator also. So thousands of species are found. Little bit modifications are also we can see in different species to species also. So this is all about the skeleton which I found here.